Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already... Goes for a shot! And it's a goal!
Can you think of a better way to have started this game? Talk about how to stamp your authority on things. You've just seen it.
So that goal went.
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Goes looking wide, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Elise.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. And here's Thuram. Big chance! He scores! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. France do have a chance to counter here. And he was quick to react. And it's Kênh. Looking to play him in. Kênh was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Tchouaméni concedes a free kick for that. Klaus. Lovely bit of skill. And he's in on goal. Doué receives it in a good position here. Mbappe! That's going to go a long way. Well, that is one way to stop him. Mbappe is onto this. Elise getting this one clear. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Delivers the ball. Deftly away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Olise.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That ball looks a good one. Klaus in acres of space out wide. And he's there to clear it. France look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counts.
Tries a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And one more try! Goal, France! And the comeback is complete! It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
France go into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Played out wide. Chouameni. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Chouameni. Camavinga does really well there. He is strong. And it's Chouameni. And it's Doué. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Digne. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Klaus. The referee's awarded a free kick. So, what can they come up with here? This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And that has been cleared. Ball's gone out of play. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Thuram. Now it's Doué. Doué goes pelting down that left-hand side. That's tidy. And there is the half-time whistle. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. And we are up to the break.
Well, Peter, I'm just thinking of the best way to describe that. Frantic, frenzied. It was unmissable and it was irresistible. Forget about the analysis on this one, just enjoy it.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Olise. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Mbappe. Olise. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Olise. Digne.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Decent progress down the left. Now it's Mbappe. Doué. Here's Tchouaméni. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Can he get on the end of this? Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Almost an hour gone. Oh, this is a great position. Knocks it out wide. Digne crosses.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 6.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Le numéro 9. Le numéro 3. Digne. À leur place, le numéro 18. Le numéro 7. Le numéro 12.
And it's Doué.
Le numéro 11.
Conte.
Changement.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
France still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zaire Emery unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. It's a pretty loose pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. Barcola tries to play it through. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Klaus. Chouameni. Hernandez. Played towards the other side.
Good ball, that too.
France couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. The ball is loose and the chase is on. I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Klaus looking to get on the end of this. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And he's had it nicked away. That has been cut short. Little doubt, that is a foul. It's a straight red. He has been given his marching orders. France are down to 10 men. France are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Saliba. Zaire Emery. Five minutes left on the clock.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Koundé. Konate.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That's good play.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Great vision. And a chance! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you, it isn't always that easy, but it made it look like a double. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10, le numéro 21.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. France displayed great resilience to find the late equaliser that's got them here. Now can they go one better? He's not got that quite right. And they can counter here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcola is herring after that one. And reclaimed it in a trice. Rabiot. Chouameni. Olise. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Guendouzi. Pavard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That looks a cracking ball. Terrific! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Barcola. Looking for the run. Oh, what about that? And that may just do it.
But pour l'équipe de France. Après 12 minutes dans les prolongations par le numéro 12.
France get themselves into the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
We've reached the midway point in extra time. France come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. And claimed it back swiftly. Koundé. Pavard. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Pavard. Barcola looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Olise. Played into space. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rabiot. Guendouzi. Good purposeful running this. And the shot! Off the post! Now it's Colomboani. And he's intervened well there. Barcola is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And they've caught Reid. And they've got a throw. France clearly now in lead preservation mode. And that will be it. They are pumped. Boy, they're pumped. A tough win earned through the power of will. And this place is bound. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Iñigo just loves to go forward whenever he can. Klaus spots it and intercepts. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Camavinga. Thuram. Camavinga. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Great ball and he's in here. He's having a shot! Goal, France! There is the breakthrough. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Le numéro 10.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Tromeni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Aims beyond the defence, and the shot goes for a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Quarter of an hour played. Could move up a gear here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Now it's Camavinga. Hangs in across. And he's there to belt it away. Digne.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Klaus. Can he get it through? Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Klaus gets across to intercept that.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That is good alertness. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. He's picked his way through. Conte. France applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Now this could be a chance. Referee has just said play on. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Koundé. Konate. Well, they've got it again. Played back. It's a searching pass. There's no flag. Oh, sweet feet. Incoming delivery. Koundé gets it away. And it's Digne. France finding their passes. Olise. Digne. Olise is the guilty party there. And it's Camavinga.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
And he's managed to get free. Cross in. Saliba gets rid without sophistication.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's in a great position here. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Digne. Klaus does really well there. He is strong. And that's definitely not his best. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Olise. Knocks it in. He's had a shot! Oh, it's come loose. Chance to deliver. And the first 45 minutes are up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
France leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
France really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
He's had it taken off him. Klaus. And it's Conte. Now this could be a chance. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Thuram proves too strong. And it's Doué. He's a sharp little ball. Shoots! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Thuram looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
France just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chouameni. Ball played for Klaus. Can he get on the end of this? Some resolute defending there. He can get that clear.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Conte.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Can he latch on to this? Mbappe picks it up out wide.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Le numéro 24. Le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 12. Le numéro 20. Le numéro 11. Le numéro
So, Jim, what are you
18.
thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And that was very necessary. Chouameni. And that has been clubbed away. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Conte. Chouameni. Well, there's the clearance. And it's Digne. Zaire Emery. Now that looks a decent ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Saliba getting this one clear. Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Chouameni. And it's Zaire Emery. Now that's well seen too. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Olise. Digne. Played over towards the opposite flank. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. France are looking to break at pace. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's really well cleared. Threads one in, and it's been played through. Saliba makes the interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. 5 minutes left on the clock. Referee's given a throw.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 3, Digne. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 22.
And it's
Attention,
Chouameni.
changement.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lovely bit of skill. Olise! It's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day. Game over, surely. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Minutes de jeu. Le numéro 11.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Temps additionnel, 3 minutes.
Saliba gets over and intercepts. Digne. And they're quick to get it back. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that is that. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Becklin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
The action has already started.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Camavinga chooses to go cross-field. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, look at the space here. Very nicely done. And a chance! Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a little off target. Digne. That pass just didn't quite work. Oh, super ball! Chance! Goal! France! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 18 minutes de jeu, le numéro 10.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
France are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. Chouameni. France finding their passes. And it's Chouameni. Played out wide.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
And it's Doué. And here's Mbappe. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's forced to go back. Forwards and with intent. Doué. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Mbappe takes a shot. He's got a goal. France are back on level terms. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Le numéro 10.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's intervened well there. Aims beyond the defence. And the ball's gone astray. Oh, can he get onto this?
Pretty robust defending.
Tchouaméni gets a foot in here. Olise. Thuram. For Olise. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. France have got it back and they'll have another go. Klaus. Now they can break here. And he's managed to get free. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Chooses to go crossfield. Koundé. Olise. Ball played for Klaus. And he's chosen to go back. And that has been cleared. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Tchouaméni. Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And we've reached half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous rappelons que pour votre sécurité, ce match est placé sous vidéosurveillance.
So once again, we're underway. Nicely spread.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared away. Passes short and sharp.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risk.
Oh no, what has happened here? Inyet with the clearance. Konate. Oh, this looks sharp. That is good alertness. It's a pretty loose pass. Saliba. And back to the keeper. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Camavinga,
Camavinga is there to clear. Saliba. And it's Koundé. Ball played for Klaus. Thuram is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Somewhat off target. And here's Doué.
Now this could be a chance. Thuram! Oh, nearly.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Le numéro 24, le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 12, le numéro 11, le numéro 18.
Klaus. France perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Chouameni. Kante getting this one clear. Thuram. And he's had it nicked away. Zaire Emery. Showing good feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Klaus. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Zaire Emery. Klaus. He's in a good position here. That's good play. Saliba. Klaus. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koundé. Mbappe. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
He's shifting through the gears here. And it's hoisted clear. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
And here's Colomwani.
Well, they'll keep pressing like that as long as they can. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Chouameni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
France are looking to break at pace. That is ended up in no man's land.
90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Votre attention, chers spectateurs. Je vous rappelle qu'il est strictement interdit de fumer en dehors des zones prévues à cet effet. Merci de votre compréhension. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10, le numéro 3, Digne, le numéro 21. À leur place, le numéro 20, le numéro 22, le numéro 2. Changement.
Into extra time we go.
Zaire Emery opts for safety. Koundé. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Barcola. That pass has been well intercepted.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Changement en cours.
France are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Zaire Emery.
Good ball over the top.
And that has been knocked clear. And here's Elise. Konate kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Barcola. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Colomwani, real chance here. That's tidy. And it's Zaire Emery. Can he get on the end of this?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he was quick to react.
Zaire Emery really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good ball, good take.
We've reached the midway point in extra time.
Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
And so the last chance to find a winner. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Rabiot.
Konate kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Barcola.
Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Oh, this is a great position.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Just eases him off the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Konate calmly anticipates. He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Bok. Has a shot! It's loose. Oh, it's fallen loose again!
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. The final whistle and confirmation, we are headed for penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties.
Jonathan, casquette bleue.
Olise is over the first kick.
And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Kolumuani is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up.
It's in, too smart for the keeper.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
So this one to restore parity. That's a good penalty.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Rabiot is the second man to step up for his team.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
France are looking to keep pace here. Good, low, telling.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
The third man in the queue.
And he puts it away.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
France are looking to him to tie things up. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that. The way he was moving beforehand, very good save.
So it's all on the shoulders of the keeper. Decisive kick. So it has all ended. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that.
And he was quick to react.
Thuram,
looking for options for movement. This might spell danger. Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! Now it's Mbappe. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Mbappe! And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé, when it comes to building from the back. I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great, varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Elise. No goals as yet. Saliba attempts a clearance. And it's Koundé. Klaus. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it. There they go, hunting again.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Thuram. Elise. Klaus. And it's Tchouaméni. Koundé getting this one clear. And that's been won straight back. Koundé. And that was very necessary. Oh, they could be caught out here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Just the keeper to beat! Mbappe!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Konate gets it clear. Inyard clears. Now it's Camavinga. That's really well cleared. Turns back here, probably the best option. Digne. Olise did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Plays a sharp little ball here. And the finish! Doué. Not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Mbappe! It's a promising position. Klaus made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Klaus making good progress on the right-hand side. Olise looking to run onto it. Doué could move up a gear here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And he's there to get it away. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Chers spectateurs, je voudrais avoir une petite pensée pour tous ceux d'entre vous qui fêtent leur anniversaire aujourd'hui.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Can he finish? And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Konate with the clearance. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
France have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Doué with the short one. And here's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's nice. Now who's going to be first to this? Klaus gets rid without sophistication.
France are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe. That's a sharp pass. Picked out brilliantly. Klaus. Klaus carries the ball down the right. Knocks it out wide, and he welcomes it in. Cleared away. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Klaus knocks it into space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Mbappe.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 24. Le numéro 9.
Breakthrough and well into
Le
the
numéro
second
10.
period. It is still
Le numéro
anyone's
3.
game.
Digne. le numéro 6. À leur place, le numéro 11, le numéro 12, le numéro 20, le numéro 22, le numéro 18. Changement.
Colomouani being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Nice looking ball. Konate attempts a clearance. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Hernandez. Pass somewhat off target. Doué. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Dembele receives it in a wide position. And that has been clubbed away. Klaus. Colomouani. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's Tchouaméni. Played out to the right.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Looking to go deep. Koundé is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Elise couldn't squeeze it through. He's looking to win it for them. Oh, this looks sharp. Elise gets it away. France are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's well spotted. Doué. Now it's Colomouani.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Klaus. Now Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this? Just eases him off the ball.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Klaus tries making a foray down the right.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Dembele gets into a good position. And here's Thuram. Deftly away. 90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time.
Yeah, neither side has anything to show for some splendid effort, and they certainly aren't showing any signs of easing off, so we remain optimistic.
So a brief breather, and then extra time.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous rappelons qu'il est strictement interdit de stationner dans la zone bleue qui borde le stade. Veuillez vous garer dans les parkings indiqués par le club ou dans les autres parkings du quartier. Changement pour la France. Le numéro 21. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 2. Attention, changement.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Barcola. Zaire Emery. Rabiot. And it's Doué. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Good play on the left-hand side here. Hernandez. Pavard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Saliba. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He intercepts the throw, that's well read. Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Rabiot. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Elise. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Zaire Emery. Pavard. Skims one in. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. France have their second corner now. They've played it short. And here's Elise. Zaire, and he's had a shot! And with that, we've reached the halfway point of extra time. France are still yet to break through, and we are into the last 15 minutes or so. Halfway through extra time, and still we are deadlocked. Is it time for a hero to step up and to grab the headlines here? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? 0-0 still. Play to win or play for penalties. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Colomwani is having a shot! Oh, what about that? And that might well be that! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 19 minutes dans les prolongations phares, le numéro 12.
France have taken the lead.
What a great time to score, but it does give the manager a real headache. Does he sit on this lead now, or try and finish it off?
Elise, lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
France are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Koundé. Dembele. And it's Guendouzi. Now, can they get him away? And that has left him in a heap.
France really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
He's got away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic.
Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
That has not gone well.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Mbappe, and the shot! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Camavinga. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Conte. France leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
Klaus.
Terrific header! Decent enough try.
Now it's Doué. Engages and forces him off the ball. Aim forwards. Olise.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Defending of the desperate variety.
Digne.
And that could set him on his way.
Klaus. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kante goes on a charge down the left.
Tries to charge for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Lovely feet.
Gives it back.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Camavinga. Klaus. Camavinga.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it. Out of play for a throw.
Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram is onto it in a flash.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Nicely spread.
That's good play. Hangs one in.
And he's taking no chances there. Now it's Thuram.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Thuram. Klaus.
Conte.
And here's Mbappe. Doué. Showing good feet. Doué! That is ended up in no man's land. Klaus. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Well, there's the clearance. And here's Thuram. Oh, it's come loose. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Olise wins the duel this time.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Klaus. Great vision. Chance, surely! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Mbappe certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Thuram. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Koundé gets good distance on it, looking for a run-up, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Thuram, over to the left. Koundé. And the half-time whistle goes. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. It's a searching pass, and it's Doué. Shifted it to the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Iñigo made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Chooses to go cross-field. Camavinga might just make this. And the through ball. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Chouameni. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Doué showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. In with the challenge. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's having a shot! That's another chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Le numéro 6. Le numéro 3.
Zaire Emery.
À leur place, le numéro 12.
So, Jim, what are you
Le
thinking?
numéro
Well,
11.
it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
And they win it back again. That'll be a throw. And it's hoisted clear.
Doué.
Dembele.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way.
Yeah,
Oh, shooting chance! It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
that's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 10.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Changement en cours.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Zaire Emery.
He's a sharp little ball here. Nice bit of trickery. Lovely bit of skill. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Koundé.
Rabiot. And here's Colomwani. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
And it's Doué. Can he get on the end of this? Plays it in low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've got rid.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Koundé.
Hernandez.
Ball played for Klaus.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Pass somewhat off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's the keeper's ball.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough.
Kolumuani. Klaus.
That's beautifully weighted.
That's very neat. Olise.
Temps additionnel.
Added time
3
going up
minutes.
here. It's 3 minutes. Dembele. Can he get it through? He's being urged to shoot. Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. Deep into injury time. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too.
And that will be it. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the early goal certainly helped settle everything down, and from there you felt this was always going to go one way. So this turns out to be a very fine day at the office.